Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. We've got two Michiganders coming to you live today. Obviously, I live in Alaska now, but I'm originally from Michigan, and Dr. Christine practices in Michigan. And we're excited to talk to you today about the Ultimate Marketing Boot Camp.
Okay.
Christine, as well as other participants for the Ultimate Marketing Boot Camp, participated a week ago in our branding style guide workshop. And so I invited her to join me to share with all of you, what did she learn and what impact the branding style guide workshop is going to have on her business. So Christine, welcome. Thanks for joining
Good
me.
morning. Thank you for
Good
having me to
morning.
chat. And I'll see you in a few weeks. So I'm super excited for that too.
I know. And I just want to give this lady a shout out. Like, she started the boot camp in a state of chaos.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it's been 3 years this month. I joined 3 years ago. So yeah.
that's crazy. So tell everyone, like, what was happening in your life when you joined the boot camp?
I'm just kind of at a crossroad with where I was working at, and I'd seen some stuff from you, so I reached out and remember that first call. I think my voice was like all crackly. I'm like, I've come a long way since then.
I
Um,
know.
and yeah, you had the program, the double your business within 56 days challenge, and I jumped in and I did it like within the couple of weeks right away.
Yeah.
And then that kind of gave me the confidence to say, this where I was working wasn't going to work for me anymore, and I'd like to do my own thing. So found my location, and then 2020 hit, and
Yeah.
the rest from there. And I remember doing a Facebook Live about this a couple of years ago and going through the challenges of it, but it actually worked out to my benefit and has been wonderful ever since. So it's been all good. So yeah, now I'm at the crossroad where these last few years have been let's see, just kind of like just going through the motions with the office, because it's been busy. Life has been busy. Raising 3 teenagers has been busy. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I need to really start adding a lot more to the practice. I've got, my kids are self-sufficient enough now. I've got the time I feel to devote to, the marketing and the fun business stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you jumped in and just went balls to the wall, and it paid off. And I love how you just, like, burned the boats. Like, there was definitely not gonna be retreat, and this was like do or die, which
Mhm.
is actually a really great place to be in life.
It sure is. It really is. It's just, all in massive action was your main thing when we first started. I'm like, well, yeah, of course that's what you need to do. And, you get, veered away a little bit here and there, and you bring yourself back in and keep going. And it was very rewarding.
Yeah, you've done a great job. I'm super proud of you. So
Thank
what
you.
did you learn at the Branding Style Guide workshop that is going to help your business?
Yeah, so I guess my intention when I was looking, I was like, okay, the Crawford Chiropractic Clinic's all branded. I'm good. I want to look on to the next venture I want to do in life. But when I went through it, it kind of put me back into reflecting on everything I had been doing, was branding myself without even knowing it, and now just kind of taking a step back with the information that I have and able to apply it and strengthen the Crawford Chiropractic brand before venturing into my next thing. So that was cool. I loved the quiz that we did. So that
Right.
kind of tied in what your type is and what type of clientele you connect with, and understanding how to connect with different clientele. What I liked about that for myself is it just summarized everything that I am and how I interact with my patients and the community. And that was really cool. I really enjoyed doing that. So yeah.
And what was your archetype?
It was the innocent, and then I did it the second time, and it was the magician. So the
Okay.
main thing with that is the friendliness, the warm, the connect with everybody. Everyone's my friend, and that just is how I am. So it
Yeah.
was nice to see that, and you know, take on a lot of information from reading into it afterwards. So that was fun.
So what I hear you saying is that you were branding before just kind of haphazardly.
Right.
just 'cause that's who you are, right? Like,
Hmm.
you're friendly and warm and inviting and, for those of you who don't know Christine, you're always gonna have fun. Like, that's for sure. You're always gonna have fun. You're always gonna laugh. There will be a lighthearted like, there's such a lightheartedness, about who you are,
Yeah.
and now you have intentionality.
Right. Yes. That's something like I want to take, my strong characteristics and how can I apply this now to my business and take off from there versus just like I said, floating through the last 3 years. So
Yeah.
that was good to kind of, gives me some direction.
Yes. And why does it matter that you have your archetypes, like, figured out? Like, how can you see, like, that is going to provide a benefit to your business?
So basically, just understanding that communication style and what I'm putting out there, and especially with social media. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I really want to jump in. I've been working with Matt Loop and doing a lot more with social media. So reaching out to people that I don't even see in front of me because it's easy to connect with people as they walk into my office or I go places. So trying to use that archetype to connect with just virtually anyone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Does it feel like and I'm gonna use intention again, but, like, for me, knowing my archetypes gives me more focus.
Hmm.
So, it gives the feeling of being productive, which we all want to feel productive, right? And
Yes.
not just the feeling of productive, but I can see a difference.
Hmm.
So when looking at alignment of your branding and your messaging, how did the branding style guide help you in that? And knowing like, okay, you're innocent, girl next door, and magician. How what did you learn during that for your messaging?
Um, Basically just trying to, like you said, bring that focus and narrow it down. It was a very simple webinar, very, the notes were great. We were all on the same page. I liked how we stopped and we went around the room virtually and got to hear what everyone else said and making that connection all pull together.
Yeah. And so then today we have another workshop before the Ultimate Marketing Boot Camp. And for those of you who haven't checked it out yet, the link is below. I'll also put it in the comments so you can click on it. What are you most excited for about the Ultimate Marketing Boot Camp?
So, what I love about the boot camp, and I've made this very clear, is that no matter where we go, whatever seminar, it's like an instant bond once you get there with the people. Like we don't know each other, but then we get together, we all connect. The energy, the vibe, everything about it, just the fellowship together. Must say I was a little bit disappointed. It was originally supposed to be in Nashville. I'm like, oh, that's one place I want to go. And you know me, I'm all about traveling and having fun right now. So, and
Yeah.
then when it got switched, I was like, oh, we're going to a log cabin. I was like, oh, okay. But it'll be nice. And now I've shifted my mind and look at it like this is an amazing opportunity for us to just all be together versus us going out to dinner and dancing and everything. We're gonna be able to really connect and the lodge looks incredible. The
Yeah.
hot tub with the Smoky Mountains and the pool and just obviously it's fall, so how incredible it's gonna look there. So
Beautiful.
that's what I'm really excited about. Really, just getting
Yeah.
together with everyone, spending that quality time, and your undivided attention while we're there. That'll be really nice.
It's going to be so incredible. Like my team and I are really just um you know, we want you to go back home with everything done for 6 months.
Yes.
Where you can just, like, focus on serving your people and simply growing your brand and your messaging. Rich Carr is going to be there to help us. My accountant will be there to help us. Um, and, uh, part of the reason I moved out of Nashville is, as you know, when I put on events, I I wanna make sure no one is ever left out.
Right.
I've been at events before throughout these past several decades where, only the cool kids get invited,
Aw.
right? And I was always in the cool kids, and it made me sad that there were others who were excluded. Like, I remember being in this pretty elite mastermind, and, um and like after the end of the event, it was like, hey, everyone meet up at this particular bar in Las Vegas. And I was like, that sounds fun. And so I started inviting other people. Well, I was real quickly informed it's
Oh
not
no.
everybody. And I'm like,
Yeah, no, I don't roll like that either. Like, let's all go have fun together and
yeah,
see where
you can
it's all.
count me out. So part of the reason that I put it in a lodge is like last year when we were in Nashville, I was like frantic to make sure everyone was invited to this thing and that thing.
Mhm.
And then like being able to go out to dinner with 40 people,
Right.
that's an event, like that's a lot of extra planning. And I'm like, let's just make this simple.
Yeah.
Um, so that was the reasoning behind this style and being able to get, like now we have all of this collective genius that is there to help and support. And so I don't know, it's an experiment. We'll see how it goes, but I think it's going to be pretty magical. And I'm so proud of you for
Thanks.
investing in yourself and stepping out and showing up and wanting to learn for your new brand and all of it. So
Thank
as
you.
we say goodbye to everyone, what final words do you want to offer them, even if they're not in the boot camp coming to this event? What could they expect that's different from a boot camp event versus other chiropractic events?
Well, and that's the thing when you were talking about, I reflected back on when we were in at the PEDS boot camp right before everything happened, and it was in 2019. It was in 2020, yeah, in that February, and that sense of inclusion of like we stayed at a house. I didn't know anyone that I was going to be staying with, and I'm pretty much there's a couple of girls that I know, and just like I said, just coming together and making that connection. Everybody's on the same page together, and I love that. There's no exclusion when we go to your seminar. All everybody's together, and it's participation with it. There's a lot of participation that you feel comfortable doing, because sometimes you go at a seminar and they like pick on you, ask questions, and you're like, oh, I don't want to answer, but you're very engaging, so it makes everyone feel comfortable. And they're not too big of seminars, but big enough to have lots of different discussions and feedback from everyone.
Yes. I
Yeah, definitely come. It's so worth it.
It's so much fun. It's, you're going to learn and have a sense of accomplishment, in the boot camp.
Hmm.
If you're not a boot camper, every month, Shauna McLean for the last 6 years post let's say your victories. And I love how everyone, even if it wasn't a great month for you, like reading somebody else's or 50 victories of this is what's going well in my life, not just my practice. It's so exciting and it's really rare.
And it's
Most groups don't do that.
and it's nice to have that group to go and ask a question to at any time, and someone answers very quickly. So there's, and I've gotten on the phone with plenty of the girls in the boot camp, just asking questions or answering questions for them. I've made so many great friendships, but I
Mhm.
would never, yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I'm so excited.
Well,
A
thank
few
you
more
for being
weeks. Yeah.
awesome. I really appreciate that. So, we'd love to see you at the Ultimate Marketing Boot Camp. Click on the link, check it out. When you do go, please know it's all inclusive. So, the price tag is a little bit higher, but it includes your lodging, it includes all of your adult beverages, all of your healthy snacks. I've hired a private chef and made sure like gluten free, dairy free, like all of the stuff. So literally once you get there, like you don't have to make another decision. You don't have to make another plan. You don't have to figure out where you're going to go get food or you don't have to budget for anything else. It's all taken care of. Like in my events, if you haven't been, we even set up a Google Sheet so that everyone can ride share. So that even from
Mhm.
the airport to and from the location, there's friendship. And that's, oh my gosh, last year when a group of us landed at the Nashville airport, I had brought tons of stuff because putting on
Uh-huh.
the
I
event.
know.
And then there was all this construction. And
Oh no.
so then we got an Uber and we literally had bags and suitcases and stuff everywhere. It was hilarious. And so
Aw.
the
Oh, fun.
memory started right
Just
there.
so many great memories. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
at the
Yeah, you're
airport.
gonna have to do a seminar in Vegas, so we'll have to definitely try that
I've
one.
I've spoken at lots of events there, but we may.
Yeah.
Maybe Red Rocks. Have you been to Red Rocks?
Yes, I was just there a couple months ago. It's beautiful. So that
It's
that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. So, Christine, thanks for joining me today. All of you, thank you so much for joining us, and join us at the Ultimate Marketing Bootcamp. I promise that you will be shocked and amazed at your experience and the results that you get when you go back home. So, Christine, have a great day. Thank you. I'll
You
see you
too. So
shortly.
good seeing you. All
All
right.
right.
See you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.
Bye.